I fell asleep before I even realized it. In my dream, that little kid showed up. Could it be the address of the kid who used to annoy me? Not this one neither. Exactly 23 hours ago, I was trapped here, and I still have no idea who's behind it.
Open the bag in front of you. If you fail to open it within 24 hours, the room will shrink and you will die. The password is connected to the sins you've committed.
1 hour left. My life, it's finally starting to come together. Ever since I escaped that hellhole of a house, I've done just about every job you can imagine. But now, people at work are starting to notice me. And luck, the kind I thought only happened to others, is finally finding me. Sure, I've made my fair share of mistakes, but none of them ever turned into something serious. Being stuck here all day has left my mind numb. If I'm going to die in an hour no matter what, I just want to check whatever it is, right now. When there were only 5 minutes left, a number suddenly flashed through my mind. Could it be? Did he know everything from the very beginning?
Wanted to be an engineer who could make a difference in the world, just like my father. I studied hard and had a clear dream, but that day, my dream and my future were shattered into pieces. If I had gone home just one day earlier, would everything have been different? He approached with a plan, happy at the treat from the stranger's hand, and writhed in pain. Then Mom heard Happy's cries, stepped out to the front door, and came face to face with him. On any other day, Dad would have easily overpowered him, but he mocked us, using Mom, already dead, as a hostage. And upstairs, my little sister was hearing every bit of it. Dad must have wanted to save them both, no matter what. What he truly aimed for was my little sister. She was only 11 years old. He hummed a song by her favorite singer as he slowly climbed the stairs. And so, my sister went through things no one should ever have to face, neither in life nor in death. The reason I know all of this is because he sent me a letter. To prove he wasn't lying, he included my sister's hair tie. The letter was typed on a typewriter, and no evidence could be found. For 5 years, I had been little more than a hollow shell of myself, but his letter sparked a different kind of will to live within me. I didn't rush. Revenge is an art of slowly chipping away. Time is on my side, and he is nothing more than the raw material. It was 5 years into my personal search for the culprit when I happened to learn about him by pure chance. Sam suffered a head injury in an accident when he was a child, leaving him with the intelligence of a 7-year-old. He was terrified of adult men and kept his guard up around them, but I was the only one he would approach. To him, I must have seemed even more fragile and vulnerable than himself, someone who avoided eye contact with anyone and always kept my distance. Sam's father ran a gas station, and one day, when Sam saw a child holding a toy train, he had a seizure, repeating the same phrase over and over.
Finger snake! Finger snake!
I knew every tiny detail about the 3 suspects, and one of them immediately came to mind. I showed Sam a photo of him, and Sam's pupils trembled violently before he collapsed on the spot. I took my time, carefully drawing information from Sam, little by little. Young Sam caught the bastard tormenting a dog and shouted at him. Sam turned, yelling that he'd tell his dad, but the bastard grabbed him and threw him into a car. He dragged Sam to the train tracks and beat him relentlessly, just enough to keep him alive. Then, as the train approached, he laughed while watching Sam tremble in terror. The bastard utterly destroyed the life of a bright and kind-hearted boy. The bastard hid his tattoo under a ring. A neighbor had seen him a few days before the incident, but with no criminal record and such an ordinary appearance, he seemed like the least likely suspect. Now, he was working at a grocery store. I believe that whoever the culprit was, they could only hold back for so long before their true nature surfaced, and that intuition turned out to be right. He would go fishing from time to time, always alone, deep in the woods, He would park his car and pull something out, a dog or a cat, clearly well cared for and healthy. He hadn't changed at all from the time he killed my family. I wanted to shoot him right then and there, but I clenched my teeth and held back. That would be too easy a death for him. I couldn't give him the luxury of such a merciful end. I sold off all my possessions and set up a lab in a place no one could ever find. I utilized my father's connections to secure the necessary parts, and they provided unwavering support whenever I needed it. I wanted to make him feel thousands of times the fear and despair my family had experienced. But to do that, he first had to be as happy as possible. I created countless accounts to craft his image on social media as a kind and virtuous employee. Then, I organized an event where he could win a luxury sports car as a prize. Even though he hadn't earned any of it, he accepted all the rewards as if they were his by right. Now, he's on the verge of a promotion, and on his birthday, he'll receive a luxury sports car as a gift. Most of all, he was filled with anticipation and excitement at the thought of having the authority to control everything around him. Now is my time. The most intricate creation in the world, crafted to complete my revenge. The passcode I set was 0021. It was the number of victims. The world will think he ran away and issue a warrant for his arrest. Even if something happens to him, no one will care. My creation will deliver the greatest pain a human can endure, one torment at a time. Just as he grows used to the agony, the intensity will gradually increase, and the cycle of treatment and suffering will repeat endlessly. Nutrients will be administered periodically, and with reflexes sharper than a cat's, even the escape of death will be denied to him. One day, when the signal comes that his life is nearing its end, I will return to this place. I will stand there, silently watching his face, too broken to even reflect despair, and the final moments of his existence. I didn't care if I got caught or killed, but I chose to respect the shameless way the bastard had pretended to live an ordinary life. And as a show of that respect, I decided to live my happiest life while he suffers. I might work at a good job or start a business. Maybe I'll meet someone I love and build a warm, harmonious family. He left me with deep scars, but I'll build the life I want to top them, because I carry the living, breathing memories of a family he could never have.